Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. My name is Nbme. I'm a medical doctor and I'm also a Christian. I film about faith, medicine and lifestyle. In today's video, as you can see from the topic, I'm going to be talking about how to pass your Nbme exam. And if you think I'm going to be teaching you your stuff, I'm very sorry today. I'm not going to be teaching you, but I'll just be giving you some tips that will enable you to succeed in your Nbme exam. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Okay, so if Nbme is strange to you, it simply means the National Board of Medical Examinations. If you study in any Caribbean medical school or even in the United States, you are required to write both your Nbme 1 and Nbme 2. So Nbme 1 is the exam you write after your basic medical science, after your MD 5, and it enables you to begin your clinical rotations. And some schools even take it a bit higher, where you have to write your USMLE step 1. So that's the first exam you write for your United States medical licensing exam. And then Nbme 2 is the exam you write after your clinical rotations. It helps you to get your medical degree, your certificate. And some schools too, they make you write USMLE step 2 even before you graduate, and that is good. I know that Nbme is a nightmare for most students. I've been through it, trust me, and I know how it is. It can be overwhelming, it can be hard. And yeah, I'm going to tell you that Nbme is hard. A lot of people say that it's hard, but the issue is it impossible? No, it's not impossible. You can do it and you can pass on your first attempt. Okay, so now I'm just going to start telling you the tips right now. Number 1, you need to breathe in and out. Because if you're not at peace, you cannot study effectively, and that will be a waste of time. So calm down. Even though you are surrounded by people that have failed their Nbme exam, or you've heard so many stories, but that doesn't mean you're going to fail too. It's their stories, not your own story, and you can also write your own story of success. After breathing in and out, now you have to settle down, organize yourself, and study effectively. So you need a timetable. There's no point studying in a disorganized fashion. You need to be organized. You need to say that, okay, I'm going to study for this exam for 3 months, or you want to use 2 months, or you want to use 6 months, whatever works for you. And when you're making your timetable, don't just make a timetable and say Monday to Friday I'm going to do this and that. You have to put time and dates to it, and this is going to keep you accountable. I know making a timetable can be hard, overwhelming. You don't even know where to start from. Okay, so what do I read today? What do I read tomorrow? What am I going to achieve this week or this month? So one thing that was useful for me, I used the online method. You can just check on Google, onlinemethod.com. There are many timetables there depending on your preference. There's a 6-month timetable, 3 months timetable, 2 and even 1 month timetable. Anything that works for you. The most important thing is you stay true to yourself, be accountable, and smash your goals. After having a timetable, you need the resources, right? There's no point having a timetable and not knowing what to use to study. And the fact that Nbme is a major exam, that doesn't mean you have to use a lot of resources to study. You don't need to use 20 textbooks or 20 online sites to study. Just find what works for you. Somebody asked me if they could use DIT videos. Personally, I did not use DIT videos because I don't like them. So what I used online method, and it really works for me. I'm really grateful to Dr. Williams. I think that's an online method. Like, it really helped me. And then after online method, I used my textbook, Master the Board. See, if you don't have this textbook, I don't know what you are doing, because this textbook, like, is really important. It tells you the high stuff, breaks it down for you, even to the simplest stuff, and you're able to learn stuff faster. So now, just find any resource that works for you and use it. Also, I also use the UWorld. Okay, so let's just talk about question bank now. For question bank, one disservice that you're going to do to yourself is using only the Nbme questions. Trust me, it could end in tears. I mean, it's logical that, okay, I'm writing the Nbme, right? So let me just practice with Nbme questions. But the issue with using Nbme questions is that they don't have answers, the ones you find online, and they don't even have explanations. So you're just using other people's answers that you find online, and you don't even know if they are correct or wrong. So why set yourself up for failure? So what I did, I used the UWorld question bank. If you have the money, I'm going to implore you, invest in it. I know it's quite expensive, but if you can afford it, just try to buy the question bank and do it. And now, the aim of answering questions is not just to see your score and say, oh, I got 70 over 100, that's impressive. No, you have to know why you missed this question, and know why the other answer is right. And this is what UWorld offers you. So you know that in UWorld questions, they explain the option that is wrong, they explain the one that is right, and even the many options, they explain why they are not the best options. And this is what Nbme is all about. You just have to choose the best option, the most appropriate option. Okay, so as to how many questions to answer in a day, I think I used to do maybe about 4 forms in a day, and I can't remember, I think 50 questions per forms. I'm not quite certain about that anymore, but just work at your own pace. And so for example, if I'm studying gastrointestinal system today, I'm able to finish studying it, or maybe even the day I'm revising. So after studying gastrointestinal system in the morning, in the afternoon stroke evening, I go to U-Word and I answer the GI questions. And so like I said again, don't just breeze through the questions. The aim is you want to know why this answer is right, and you're not just cramming the questions, because trust me, Nbme, they hardly repeat questions. So what's the point of cramming the questions when you're not even certain that this question is going to come out in the exam? Also, another thing that can help you in this exam, you need to have a good support system. Some days you just get overwhelmed, you don't feel like doing this anymore, you want to give up. Some days you have back pain. See, I had many days when I cried, like I can't do this anymore because it was hard. But just surround yourself with good people that you can always be open to. Oh, this is the way I feel today, can you offer me some comfort, any word of encouragement? And trust me, you're going to be fine. And when I was studying for my exam, I had friends that used to come and sleep over in my house just to help me feel better. Victory and Esther, if you're watching this video, just know that I love you and I'm grateful for how you helped me when I was studying for my exam. I don't take it for granted. Another thing to help you, sometimes when you need it and not when you want it, you know, a need is different from a want, is when you need to rest, take out time to rest. Don't just study for 3 months straight without having any off day in between to rest. And don't feel guilty for taking your rest, because if you don't give your body the rest, your body is going to ask for it, and at that time you don't have any choice than to give your body the rest that it deserves. One displeasure that you are going to do to yourself, one disservice you are going to render to yourself, is to breeze through your clinical rotations without studying. I know a lot of students just go to the hospital, you know, they just read for word rounds, or you just quickly cram the diagnosis so that you know what the doctor is going to ask you during word and you're able to answer that. But you are cheating yourself. You need to really study during your clinical rotations, so that when it's time for you to write your exit exam, you don't have to put in a lot of work. You don't really have to stress it, because you already know. So when you're studying for your exam, it's only be like, oh, you are revising, you're trying to catch up, you know. Another point, you need to have study partners, because no man is an island. You don't know everything. Likewise, your friends don't know everything too. But when you come together, what happens? You share your knowledge. Your friends share their knowledge, and as a result of that, you know what you didn't know before, your friend also know. And when you study with other people, sometimes it's even easier for you, because they might have an easier approach to studying a particular topic that you don't even know about, and you know, that's going to be super great. Okay, so another thing I'm going to tell you is that don't just study once and go and write the exam like that. You need to go over what you have read, because if you just study the material once, probability that you're going to forget is higher. So you have to read over and over again, because repetition strengthens memory. And also, before the exam, I'm going to tell you that you should take some Nbme tests. When I was writing my own exam, the Nbme Form 7 was free on their site, and it was good for me. I was able to practice it over and over again. But I don't know if it's still free, but if you want to write your exam, I'm going to implore you, just, you know, try to buy some Nbme forms, either 1, 2, or 3, just to simulate the exam process and to know what to expect on the exam day. It's going to be timed. You're not going to be able to change the screen, and it's going to help you. You are going to be practicing in real time. So on the exam day, it's even going to help you to finish your exam before time. Finally, the last but not the least, don't forget God. Don't trust in your own abilities. Don't trust in your strength. Don't trust in your intelligence. God is a helper. It's not about your inability. It's about God's help. It's about God being able to help you. So I know that studying for the exam can get super hard, and you might tend to want to forget God, but God is your source, and you should always put God first. I wish you success in your exam whenever you want to write it. I pray that you just write that exam once and you smash it once, because it's really heartbreaking if you have to take that exam more than once. Think about the money you're going to spend, pay another $200 US. Think about the time, think about the effort. It's really a lot. So please take your time, study hard, Practice your questions well. Be confident. Don't just go to the exam or if you're not confident. That's one thing. Be confident. Know that yes, if I write the exam, I'm going to pass it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt your abilities. You are able and you're going to pass this exam. Until next time, stay safe, remain blessed. Bye bye.